Metaling Podcast.
Not really. I mean, it was something that we wanted to do for ourselves and for our publishing company. We didn't really do it at all initially with the idea of releasing it. We were going to release it. We had never discussed releasing it. And then once we got into it, we started realizing how good it was turning out, and we were excited about that. And we thought it would be great to share it with our fans. And that's when we started talking to Frontiers about partnering with us and releasing the album worldwide. It was strange in a good way. I mean, it was definitely a little odd revisiting those songs because we realized as we were playing them how much went into them. As we were having to relearn all the parts and vocals and everything, it was a lot of work. But it was a good feeling because it took us back to our roots and our past, and reminded us of where we came from and who we are. And I think that helped us to prepare for and set up the newest album, which is No More Hell to Pay. Yeah, it was different. I mean, it took a little bit more effort and thought. We don't live in the same towns. We weren't able to record. I mean, we recorded the basics together, but then I went and did vocals on my own, and it was mixed, without everyone being involved in the mix. And so it was a little different from the past albums. But, it really, we've been playing these songs out live for, 30 years. Mm-hmm. So it really wasn't outside of the box. We weren't having to stretch or, reach too far. I mean, it just kind of fell into place, and we went in and we banged this stuff out fairly quickly. And then I came home and did the vocals. I think that was the most challenging part for me because I don't sound or sing quite like I used to. My voice has changed a little bit, so some of the melodies were a little out of my range and a little more difficult to sing than they were 25 and 30 years ago. Yeah. Mm. But I mean, we did our best, and again, it wasn't about releasing it worldwide. It was more so just about recording those songs in their true form, so our publishing company could shop them and pitch them to film and TV. That's why we did it. Gosh, everything I've read so far has been incredibly favorable. I mean, everybody seems to really like it. Even critics that didn't like us before. Mm-hmm. People that gave us terrible reviews in the past are giving us really good reviews for No More Hell to Pay. So it's really beyond what we expected. I mean, we expected it to possibly get some good reviews, but honestly, I don't know that I've even read a bad review. I mean, it's really incredible. We obviously do care about the lyrics and the message because, that's why we sing about God. We live what we sing about. We're not perfect. We're sinners. We don't claim to be perfect. But at the same time, when you ask Slayer if they worship the devil, Tom's going to tell you he's a devout Catholic who goes to church with his family every week. So it's a little bit of a contradiction. It's like really they're not a real evil satanic band because he's going to church and whatnot. So my point is we mean what we sing about. We sing about God, we go to church, and we put our faith in God, and it means everything to us. So I think that's the big difference between Stryper and bands like Ozzy Osbourne and Slayer and all these people that are associated with the devil. Yeah. You find out behind the scenes and in real life they have nothing to do with the devil.